Hello everybody. So this will be the first Destash, and you will find in the video description the link to my blog page where you can purchase the packages. And there will be a second Destash if you want, but that will take place on my website, and that will be a special for fair vendors. That means that I will have, like, let's say a package of 10 earrings for a bulk price, or 5 or 6 bracelets for a bulk price, stuff like that. And I hope to be able to put them up tomorrow. I will also post a video showing each of them in detail, probably in the description in the store, not here on YouTube, but be aware that this is going to take place. Now, the ones of you who have purchased Destashes from me before, you know that it will not be just what's in the Destash package, it will be more. You know, I always put little surprises for you. So if you're ready, let's begin. This is package number 1, and I'm going to put a big number 1 note in there. And it is first one pendant, and this is made special to go. I will have to add to it the steel color, because it's special to go on a steel color. As you can see, the bail is on the bottom, and it's on purpose, so it can sit right in the, you know, that little dimple you have in the front of your neck. And it is a little goddess pendant with pink quartzes, and there you go. Then there's a little butterfly brooch, and actually let me close it because it's open and it flaps that needle pin all over the place. It does close. I'll have to close it all outside of the camera, but anyway, if the camera wants to, there you go. It's got all kinds of little rhinestones and things. Then there is a pair of earrings. Actually, there's 2 pairs of earrings in this. They are not resin, they are simply sanded and buffed. Come on. If it doesn't want to, I can make it. Just a second, because here I am not on a live, so I can mess up with it. There you go. And then there is a faux condor agate cabochon, nicely sanded and buffed. A faux Larimar cabochon. Actually, let me see. No, this is not a Larimar. This is one of my attempts of a Royal Imperial Jasper. The color is not correct. The structure is. Oh yeah, no, this one has 3 pairs of earrings. If you remember these little earrings that we made during a live. And then another pair of earrings. I just got a little bit confused with each other. That's with faux silver and a very pretty mokumegane. And these ones are actually varnished. And then one of my, if you remember the quiz I made, and this is one of those cabochons. This is an unfinished pendant from my Shadow and Smoke tutorial that's for purchase in the Kalyana store. And 4 beads. But as I said, you will get way more than this in the package. No worries. So this is number 1. Yes, you see all kinds of cabochons around. Yes, most of them will find their place in the packages. And I have placed all the instructions in the blog. You can see exactly there what happens if you want to buy more than one package. Wait, there was a bracelet on this one, sorry. There's a bracelet on this one too. Where's the bracelet? Excuse me. Yes, and this bangle. This bangle is also for package number 1. This was made during one of my early tutorials, if you remember. That was one of my clay with me's when I wasn't able to do lives yet. Now, package number 2 has actually 2 bangles. On this one, I will, it just got out of, I didn't tighten it properly, and I will. But it's done during the tutorial where I showed you the translucent canes overlays. It is a small size cuff. Then it's another overlay bracelet that is with cherry blossoms, and this is one of my experiments for a landscape bangle. I don't know if you can figure out that in the back there's Mount Fuji. It's supposed to be, at least. But yeah, this is one of my earlier experiments. The tutorial will come up this month. Then some of the stuff that we did during the one of the lives where I was showing you. That's one of the corals. Then, surprise, surprise, a faux dendritic agate cabochon. One of my faux malachite cabochons. Remember, this is greener than what you see here. Then this one has 2 pairs of earrings as well. This is one of the pairs, and these are made with varnished with Kato polyclay, so that you know. And then another pair of earrings, and there will be several. These ones don't have the wires, the ear wires. They are 3 pairs similar, then they are spread through the packages. It's just some faux agate with faux copper, oxidized copper. Another condor agate cabochon. We got red, so not only the cabochon, but this one actually has condor agate beads as well. Then if you remember when we made these, and this one you can make it into a brooch very easily, and I promise I will be packaging it very, very nicely. A faux fire opal, a faux Larimar, this one is an oh no, this is one of the other cabochons that were during the quiz I did on Facebook. This is one of my early experiments on faux petersite. This is from like last year, I don't know, October, November. And so is this. And so is this. Yes, and then there are all kinds of beads. This package has more floral beads. This is kind of like a kimono style thing. It's got several millefiori beads. You can see this one has violets, and this one has also some kind of butterfly flowery cane. This one is also with micro caning. This one is with black and white caning. This one is with translucent cherry blossoms. And there's some purple too there. Oh well. And then this one is a snowflake bead and a cylindrical bead. It's also from a cane. So this will be package number 2. Package number 1 seems a little light. I'm going to have to add quite a bit of stuff to it now that I went through package number 2. So let's put the number 2 here. Hey, this glue is very glued. Okay, number 3. Number 3 has 2 bracelets. One is the one with the wolf cane and a lot of stropelish thing going on, and one with all kinds of overlay effects and dragonflies. It's got quite a few dragonflies on it, only that they are very delicate. Let me see if I can get it a little closer so you can see better. There you go. Some very delicate dragonflies. Okay. And then a 4 druzy heart, like I showed you in my tutorial with easy peasy druzies. And then the little 4 lapis bow. A rose brooch. This one is closed. And if you remember, this was in the tutorial with the inverse satin slice or clay, inlay in clay, and you can do whatever you want with it. Make it into a pendant, put it on a bangle, whatever you want. Why is this here? This is not supposed to be here. Well, I'll leave it here. This was just one of my experiments with the ginkgo leaf. I didn't like it because it wasn't colorful enough for my taste. A for malachite cabochon, a for condor agate cabochon, a for chatoyant malachite cabochon, another one of the, oops, I dropped something, shadow and smoke things that you can make into whatever you want. Then a big pendant with my ripple cane, and a set of beads. The big ones, the bolo tie ones, have actually texture on them, and they have some matching beads to them. And I need to see what I dropped. So it will take me an extra few seconds when I go for package number 4, because I'll have to get under the table to figure out what happened. Okay, sorry, but I don't want to have to edit this video or anything. I already have a lot of stuff to do and I'm barely catching up. Package number 4. Package number 4. Actually, you know what? Let's add this to package number 1 because it seems a little poor. This is one of my Kalyana technique Kalyana Effect Technique necklaces. So I will add this to package number 1. It's all nice and resined and all that. So package number 4 has 2 bracelets that need, and most of these bracelets need fastenings. And this is one of the cuffs. It's got the backing and all that. And this is the other cuff that's got a water ripple effect, moku megane, and seashells. Then another brooch. This is, why do I leave these brooches open? I have no idea, because then I cannot open them or close them. Oh, they are the other way, that's why I couldn't find it. So this one is a very simple but elegant design, as you can see. It's a combination of mica shift and caning. Then another piece of my shadow and smoke with the feather. Then another photodendritic agate. And another one of those experiments on the Royal Imperial Jasper. This is a faux agate. Just a faux agate. This is one of my experiments on the Botswana agate. Then a foreshatoyant malachite. That's pretty, isn't it? And then several of my 4 rhodochrosite cabochons, both in Primo and in Pardo. And then a whole bunch of beads. Let me get them close so you can see them. These have more candy-like colors. Let me get a few closer. And they were from a butterfly flower cane, if that makes any sense to you. It does to me. But you'll have to see it to understand it. But yeah, it was a butterfly flower cane. And then another one with little violet flowers. And one with the poinsettia cane. And the psychedelic one. And some with more earthy colors. So this is package number 4. Package number 5. Package number 5 has a pendant with one of my moku megane beach effects. And it's got some translucency layering in here. And the back is done all to look like sand with salt on top of it. Another one of the big pendants with my ripple cane. A little cabochon with the poinsettia that you will be able to... Remember when I said that I wanted to see if I could do a poinsettia out of some tiny scraps? I'm not sure if I didn't post this on Facebook, not YouTube. Anyway, this is another one of the overlayering grid and spiral effects on crackle leaf. It's an older tutorial. Then this, if you remember, Oh no, you don't remember because this was one of my unlisted tutorials. Anyway, this can be made into a brooch or it can be made into a pendant, however you decide to make it. It was from a tutorial on how to apply flower canes over a backing. Then it has several of the Royal Imperial Jasper attempts, cabochons. As I said, the structure on this is correct. It's the colors that aren't. One for rhodochrosite in Primo, a faux condor agate cabochon. This is something that you can make a pendant out of if you decide. It is made to look like a faux abalone in onyx inlay, and just a pretty twirly bead. And as you can see, all the beads are nicely sanded and buffed. A faux malachite, one of my early attempts to Petersite, as I said, September, October, November, I don't remember. These are two undrilled beads that are for abalone, so it's up to you how you, oops, this is also some Connor. No, this is not Connor. It's from the buffing wheel. So it's up to you how you decide to drill holes in them, if you want to go in length or if you want to go like this. I couldn't decide myself what I wanted, so that's why they are undrilled. Then some little cabochon here. I don't even know if it's deserving to be here. Some more matching beads that are all with a fairly psychedelic cane. This was from a type of tropical flower thingy I did. And then again some matching beads that have more earthy colors, and some conical beads that are also made out of canes. So this is number 5. Now, number 6. Number 6, as you can already see, has 2 bracelets. Another one of the wolf head cane ones with some crazy stropel type thing background. And yes, it does have a nice pretty backing. This one is a more delicate thing. It's a raku style cuff that has little dragonflies on it. The dragonflies are drawn with a pen, and then I put embossing powder, and it does have a very delicate backing. As I said, these don't have fastenings, so it will be up to you to drill holes and put some chains there. Excuse me. This one, if you remember it, it was also a tutorial, the first tutorial where I showed you how to make this type of turquoises. And then another faux druzy. Then one of my experiments, my early experiments on the landscape agate. Yeah, the ones that I have now really do look like landscape agate. But yeah, experiments. Another for rhodochrosite in Pardo. Then if you remember that pretty, if you ever tried to make it, the one that had like antelope horns pendant, These were supposed to be the earrings for it. I never got around to finish them. I never get around to finish a lot of stuff. If you remember the Faux Druzy Valentine heart made with Pardo. And then there's a few faux turquoises, a little ring that can be used for a lariat or whatever you want. And then some turquoise, faux turquoise nuggets. These are varnished. I didn't have a buffer at the time I made these. And then you already have a faux Peter side. This is one of those faux Arizona Peter sides. Remember that the faux Peter side tutorial is in the store. One of the faux Petoskey stone beads. This I do not remember what I was trying to do. It's a very pretty bead. I think it was something connected with the mother of pearl, but I couldn't swear. It's very pretty though. This is another one with all kinds of micro caning things. And a whole bunch of, no, this one is also micro caning. And a whole bunch of, before a whole, oh yeah, that's another micro caning. And hold on, before I get to the whole bunch of, that's just plain caning with all kinds of pearlescent effects. And now I get to the whole bunch of black and white stuff. So some doodle canes and basic canes, and some Celtic knot cane beads. No, this is not Celtic knot. This is just plain black and white cane. These are Celtic knots. And bolo tie Celtic knot. So this is package number 6. 4 more to go, because they are 10. So we know it's a 6, not a 9. Now package number 7. Package number 7 has one bracelet. This one actually has fastenings. And you remember the tutorial on it. I bet you do. It has a pretty backing. Then a bolo tie, kind of half finished. It needs caps here. This is with my ripple cane. And then another one of those pairs of faux agate earrings with copper. They are very well sanded and buffed and all that. They only need the ear wires, or if you want to put another bead between them and the ear wires. 2 condor agate cabochons. A faux Larimar. This is one of the 4 corals we did in the live. And some early attempts to Peter side again. Actually no, this is, I forgot what it was. I wanted to do something, but I forgot what. Might have been Peter side. Might have been. But as I said, you will get way more cabochons, including some of my Peter side cabochons. I promise you, you will get some. Then another pretty bead that I love, that it has these earthy tones. It almost looks like a unakite, but not really. It looks like a stone, some kind of stone, anyway. And then a butterfly wing bolo tie bead. And another goddess pendant. This one is with amethysts and a lot of squigglies. So this was number 7. 3 more to go. Okay, I don't put the pen in here. Number 8. Number 8 has a mermaid tail pendant. Yes. I was going to do a tutorial on it. I didn't get around to do one, but here's the pendant. And then a very delicate pair of earrings. They are perfectly translucent. They are made with pardo and resin. Yeah, very pretty and delicate. Don't pull on them. Another Condor agate cabochon. Another faux Peter Site early attempt. Same. And same. And a faux coral. A faux rhodochrosite. If you remember this when I did the cobblestone thingy tutorial. Another faux rhodochrosite. This one is in pardo, I think. Then a faux malachite. A faux chatoyant malachite. No, this wasn't one of my experiments of chatoyant malachites. Another pair of those agate earrings that again don't need the ear wires. This is a pair of earrings that I've been trying for several months to finish and I never got around to. They are very pretty, they are very interesting, and they will make beautiful summer earrings for you. A smaller pendant of my ripple cane and another Easy Peasy Druzy. Don't forget, the Easy Peasy Druzys are perfectly bakeable. You don't have to worry about being able to bake them or not. Yes, you can bake them. They can be baked. You can do whatever bezel you want around them and you can bake them. So this is number 8. 2 more to go. See, I'm trying to be in a hurry. Last time it was like over an hour when I did the Destash. I'm at 33 minutes. Number 9. Number 9 has a little ball. Yeah, I was just trying to use some of my leftover canes, but you can use it to put stuff in it. It's not super duper terrific. Then a pair of earrings. These ones have a very thin satin slice and some millefiori and a crazy backing. So from the back they look also pretty. Now these earrings are also from that a live tutorial I did, if you remember, and they are varnished. And then one of my faux malachite pendants. Hey, these are faux olive vines. I think we did this during a live. I think. Another faux Larimar. I think that this one is from the beginner. And the faux Condor agate. Yes, they are very transparent. All the faux Condor agates are very transparent. Another smaller pendant of my ripple cane. And a pretty Mokumegane cuff. It's not buffed, it needs a little bit of sanding, and it doesn't have a backing. And of course it needs fastenings, but if you remember my long series of Mokumegane, it's from one of those Mokumeganes that you all loved when I started slicing them. Okay, so this is number 9. One more to go. Number 9. And watch out on Facebook, because I will make the announcement on the second Destash, that one that is mostly for fair vendors. And the last one, number 10. And yes, I will have another, besides that, I will have another Destash with packages. I just didn't get around to get all of them ready. So this is another brooch. This is a big brooch. This is a huge brooch. If you like huge brooches, this is your thing. It is very pretty. It's just that it's very big for my own personal taste. If you have an ample bosom, that would be perfect for you. But I don't know, for a shawl pin, it would be pretty. If you remember the Ellen Braille inspired pendant, I realized I'm never going to probably get around to finish it and mount it, so I have put it in the Destash. Another pair of those Mokumegane earrings, and they have some caning, micro caning too. And as I said, these are just simply sanded and buffed. They are not resined. They are quite delicate. And they have a faux copperish backing. Then another faux Larimar, also from the beginner tutorial, not from the intermediate advanced. And this is a faux rhodochrosite that I have put here, and it skipped the buffing part. I promise you, I will buff it before I ship it. I don't know. I've been buffing all afternoon, and apparently this one somehow got through the cracks and didn't get buffed. And another faux condor agate. And another bangle. This one is, this is actually Kato polyclay. And it is with faux bronze, with a kind of gothic type Mokumegane theme. It's kind of darkish themed. So yeah, you can add a backing. I just this is one of those backings that I showed you how to make out of little scraps that you chop. If you look back in the tutorials, it's a tutorial that's got a very pretty triquetra cane with pinks and purples. So this is it. Remember, follow the link in the video description and look out for my announcement on Facebook on when the Fair People Destash starts, and I will be posting a second packages Destash, because I told you I have a whole bunch of stuff. And there will also be some beads. You'll see, I have some concoction in my mind to kind of try to get rid of some of the clutter here, because just think, over 350 tutorials, at least 2/3 of those were pieces. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in my house because I never managed to have enough energy to get around, take photos, upload them in the store, and get the store going. So, as I probably won't see you this Sunday, you know who to thank. Have a great evening and happy claying. Goodbye.